Hey all, I'm back. Oops, wrong keys to move with. I just got done playing another game that uses I call them cursor keys, but that's not what they're called, you know, the arrow keys. Okay, firstly, this project. I figured out mostly what I did wrong. To start, I made the dimension, one dimension wrong. This area up here is supposed to be 6, and this is supposed to be 8. Now, there's this bit, which makes it 7, and it screws it up a little bit, like the water when let go. It doesn't reach this corner and these 3 corners on both sides. And when I got it working, actually, water was flowing, it wasn't getting cut off, blah, blah, blah. I just left it, but I'm sure these aren't supposed to be here. So essentially this top row is supposed to be back 1. Just move everything back 1, but I didn't want to mess with it. And Paul used a sticky piston with a cobblestone block on top. I don't have slimes. I've never been able to find them ever. So it's just a regular piston with a sand block on top. It will work with gravel because those two follow gravity laws in the real world. So when the piston's down, the sand drops and the water comes out. So just to show you what I'm talking about, hit that switch. Comes the water. And you see how it doesn't get that one block and it doesn't get these? Which, for me, I really don't care. It's cool. But, it works, and that's okay with me. There's been big news about the 1.8 update. Or releases, I should say. I don't know what's confirmed. I don't know what's a real or a rumor. All I do know for sure is that Notch gave away his hat. I don't remember if it was for charity or if he donated it or he sold it or what, but he doesn't have his hat anymore. That's all I know. And you can't really trust anything for rumors and all that, so that's going on. I changed my farm a little bit. I put in a half step so I can get in and get to any seeds and pumpkins that fall in the water. One of the things I've heard is we're gonna have hunger bars, like with other games that put hunger and sleeping into it. If you don't eat every day, you can die. Oh, it grew. Yay! Proof of concept. And we'll have the villages, and it's just like being back home again. Fucking cows. So, and I'm like, I really don't like that. So if he wants to make it an RPG, make it an RPG, don't put stuff like this in it. So, I don't know how it's gonna go, if it's gonna overly change. Excuse me, there's a sheep out there I need to get. They're hard to see in the snow biomes. They blend in. So, but, like I said, I don't know what's rumor, hearsay, or the truth. I did see on his blog... Wait, is that a gray sheep? No. On his blog on Tumblr, he's not going to be putting Minecraft on Steam yet. Because Steam doesn't allow for... Or Valve, I should say, doesn't allow for fun things, as Notch put it, like capes and certain store types, you know, where there wouldn't be a link on Steam to, you know, Minecraft.net to buy, you know, capes for your character or whatever. So far Minecraft's not going to be on Steam, for which I am happy, because I don't spend a lot of time on Steam. My husband does, and as you might know, Deus Ex Human Revolution came out, or had a big sale over the weekend, and my husband, who was going to wait for the GOTY Game of the Year edition, he found if he bought it on Steam over the weekend, he could get all sorts of goodies. Oh, there's a fucking hole there. You know, art, soundtrack, you know, that type of thing. And, you know, he was like, oh god, I want it. Should I do it? Exactly, sheep. What's down here? And so he bought it. And I'm not one to, you know, you shouldn't have bought it. God, that's a big hole. Is there anything down there? Some coal over there. But so he bought Human Revolution, and he downloaded it. Downloaded no problem. Oh my. There was a patch for, I can't remember what the problem was, but IDOS, you know, they released a patch for it. Great! Wow! You know, it hasn't been out for very long. They're already releasing patches. This is awesome. So he was like, okay. So he downloaded the game, and it has an automatic updater, and he didn't have a chance to turn it off. So it automatically went to download the update, or the patch, I should say. The patch was stuck at 12.8% for 2 days. He did this Friday night-ish, and Sunday, after searching the Steam forums, no one could come up with a solution except to reinstall Steam. Other people had said, you know, delete the game and re-download, which he didn't want to do. But he reinstalled Steam, and that hasn't worked. He tried, you know, deleting the game and re-downloading it, and that hasn't worked. So, needless to say, he is extremely pissed off. And he is berating himself. I should have waited. I should have, you know, waited for the GOTY. You know, this is, you know, $60. And he is really beating himself up for spending that because, you know, this is why he waits for the GOTY edition. Because shit like this happens. And this isn't the first game that's, you know, done this type of thing. And it's apparently doing it to a lot of people. So it's not just him. It's not our internet connection, because, you know, not everybody lives in our part of Canada. So it feels really bad about it. And that's one reason that I am glad that Minecraft is not on Steam. Because can you imagine all the fuck-ups and bullshit that would happen? I would be so pissed. Oh, well, we went for the good stuff first. Alright, rock on. So that's been our gaming issue. And I feel bad for him because, you know, we love Deus Ex. It's a great game. and it was. I would put it as one of the best games, and it's just great. Invisible War was a good game. There were parts of it that I didn't like, but overall, yeah. And I was really looking forward to Human Revolution. A couple people that I follow on YouTube, Simon from Yogscast, he's playing it. Archmage Melik, he's playing it. I haven't watched it. I watched a bit of Simon's play because I was just too curious, you know? And I kind of felt bad. So my husband was like, oh, I want to play the game. Yeah. You know, so I haven't watched any more videos about it. But, looks good. It sounds good. I heard... spoilers. Right at the beginning, I heard Bob Page. I'm like, oh my god, it's Bob Page! Didn't we kill him? And then it's like, oh wait, this is the prequel. We didn't kill Bob Page yet. So that's how it is on the gaming front. I just went in a circle. We had sync problems. He was changing a sink out and he realized, not the whole sink, the qu'est-ce que c'est? Faucet. And he realized that the God, I can never remember what the name of it is. The flex hose. Instead of trying to come up with, one word to, it's the tube, the crooked tube. Yeah, instead of doing that, I'll just wait until I can figure it out, or I won't remember what this is. But the flex hose for the hot water was about 6 inches too short, so I had to make a quick run, half an hour before closing, to Canadian Tire to get longer flex hose. As you can see, I vamped my tree farm a bit. I widened it. Give me some... Was there a sapling up there? Nope, it's just my imagination. So... God, I swear I picked that freaking thing up like 50 billion times. Blah, 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 blah. So, he had the sink fixed, and it would not have been so much of an issue, except once he unhooked the hot water from the pipe, it started leaking. So it was decided that we won't be able to, keep an eye on it all the time to empty the bucket until, Monday, when it was a better time to go to Canadian Tire. So, you need to make a quick rush for that. Instead of doing this, I should show you what I've actually done. Something else I want to talk about real quick. The branch mine I have downstairs. I really, really like the pattern. It seems to be so efficient, if you know what I mean. But I've been down there for a while, and I can do two rows of it. go down 2 branches, and then I get this weird, I don't even know what to call it, sensation. That something's going to hit me in the face, and it's not claustrophobia. I don't feel like I'm gonna be killed or crushed or the walls are closing in. It's just like things are too close to my face. I don't know a better way to describe it, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of mental condition it is. But, if I'm walking along here, and I'll do it, and I'm almost freaking out at the moment. And, but if I'm looking at the floor when I'm doing the walking, if I'm doing this, I'm okay. Because things aren't coming directly at me. I know where it started when I was like 6 or 7 or 8. I don't remember what. I was being a catcher for neighborhood kids when we were playing sort of like baseball. And I got hit in the face with a baseball bat. And ever since then, I really don't like people messing with my face. I have a hard time at eye doctors and stuff because of that. But so I'm gonna have to abandon the branch mine, that incarnation of it, which is sad, and move somewhere else. So we got another mushroom. So when I'm still trying to mine it out a little bit. Other than that, I've been roaming to look for stuff. I've gotten a lot of wool. I've killed some squiddies. I picked up a lot of red flowers. I don't know why I have an obsession with red flowers, but I do. And I found a lot more red flowers than I have yellow. And I found a shitload of pumpkins, which is so awesome. And because I want to use those to make a glass house, and that's another thing I've been doing is I've been looking around in the water to see if I can find anything that's deep enough to where water would cover, but it wouldn't be like a block or 2 blocks deep in the water before you got to the house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish cutting down this tree, and yeah, I'll see you later.